by the sword, you die by the sword. I probably die in the vocal booth.
What's good, players and pimps, hoes and Simpson ladies? What's poppin'? It's your boy Zay, aka the baddest motherfucker walking, aka the Shogun, and welcome to my dojo. Make sure you double edge them swords so we can slice this video up. But before we get into the video, I want you guys to know I've been posting a lot throughout the weeks and stuff like that, and y'all probably like, yo, you slowed down. You know, I'm being consistent. I'm just playing around with the algorithm, so I'm probably posting maybe like twice a week, one to two times a week, but mostly twice a week, because I feel like that's the sweet spot. So just to let you guys know, let's get into it.
Talking about a man begging, just begging and pleading to get back in your good graces. That really just excites me. I need that. You want to get off punishment? You need to beg for me. I don't want to see no pride. You need to throw all your pride out the window when it come to me. I need to know that you genuinely sorry. You need to cry. I'm not giving in until you cry. Until you start crying and you send me pictures of you crying and throwing up, I'm not giving in. You need to blow my phone up. I want long paragraphs. I want 30 missed calls back to back in a row. I need all of that. I need to really know that you are sorry. You think one little silly little text message, oh babe, I miss you, I love you, you think that's gonna work for me? I need more. I need passion. I need heavy breathing and sweating, panting profusely. I need raised blood pressure. All that. That's the only way I'm gonna know you really sorry. You better send them pictures. What you thought this was?
Bitch, you need Jesus. You need the Lord. You need a prayer. You need meditation, medicine, therapy. That's what you need. But to get into the video, fellas, a woman cannot function when you don't care. Shout out to Patrice O'Neal, the GOAT, because I actually somewhat got that from him. Well, at least I've heard him talk about that. You know what I'm saying? But I've always noticed that in my life, when I didn't give a fuck about a woman, like when I'm not, you know, when I'm indifferent, when I'm not, you know, being overly emotional, when a girl like she about to leave, or let's say she did back in the day when I didn't know what I didn't know, and then she was like, oh, I'm leaving you and this and that, and I'm like, oh, yo, I give the fuck up. You got it. It was always a different attitude from them. They'd be so, like, they have so much passion, so much, yeah, I'm done with you, fuck you. And when I'm just indifferent, I'm like, you know what, yo, you caught me, bitch. I cheated. You know what I'm saying? This is before when I didn't know all about, you know, telling the truth and shit like that, and things that I'm teaching you guys. Like, yo, you got it, yo. I understand. You can leave. I don't care anymore. And this is, of course, after you got the punani and you done hit it a couple times and you good now. You know what I'm saying? Or not even just that. You just give the fuck up. She's too dramatic. She's too emotionally draining. You know, you're like, yo, and then next thing you know, all that passion, emotion, and shit like that go right out the window. They like, well, some of them usually will leave, and then 3 days later they be like, well, I thought about it, and you know, I think we can work through it. You're like, but when you know, when I used to get caught, and I'd be, you know, trying to get her back, and you know, fighting for the fucking relationship and shit like that, the bitch all pushing back. No, I'm good. I don't want to do it. But as soon as you get indifferent, it's a whole different story. But back then, I didn't put two and two together. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't know that was actually a strategy. You know what I'm saying? Or not. Let's not say a fucking strategy, because I don't teach. But I didn't know that was actually something that, you know, women actually responded to, was me being indifferent. You get what I'm saying? This woman, the reason why I say that she needs, you know, medicine and all the therapy and shit like that, is because this woman right here, she needs, you know how she kept saying in the beginning, it excites me. I need it. She needs it to boost her fucking self-esteem up, to boost her confidence up, to boost whatever the fuck that she got that's lacking within inside of herself. That's why she needs it. Because a person who is, you know, for example, me, I don't give a fuck about a girl crying to me and it's not coming out of her nose and shit, giving me all them crocodile tears and shit like that, and begging and crawling back. I'm so sorry, because like for an example, if a bitch cheat on me, it's over. She can fucking, this bitch can stalk me. She can motherfucking pull a gun out on me. I'm not getting back to her with her over my dead fucking body. And why is that? Because I have dignity and I have high self-esteem, and I don't need a bitch to cry and beg for me to feel good about myself, because at the end of the day, I know it's not about me and it's about her. And when you got somebody begging for you and crying for you, and you want them to beg for you back and shit like that, it's because you want them to make you feel good, like, oh yeah, she can't live without. It's an ego thing, but it is a sign of low self-esteem in some type of way. And I used to be like that too. If she don't cry and beg, now I don't give a fuck if she do or don't don't cry for me, because my self-esteem, the way how I feel, has nothing to do with her in any regard. I need nothing from her. This year, fellas, I have not stuck. Well, let me rewind. For the year going on, I'm not sticking my dick in nothing. Why? Because I want to see how long I can go without needing validation from women, without needing the vagina, all that shit. And so far it's been, I haven't had no butt since October. And I've had a couple of girls that's thrown it at me, and I'm just like, no. I'm like, no, I'm sticking to this shit. And this shit it ain't easy though. It ain't fucking easy. But this is just going to show myself that I don't fucking need anything from a woman. Of course I would like to have sex. Of course I'm gonna eventually end up having sex. You get what I'm saying? But I say all that to say this, man, is because once you need something from a woman, you're damn near automatically a slave to women. You're a fucking slave. Whether that's validation, vagina, all that shit, you're a fucking slave. Now, there is a difference between you cannot get vagina and you're not having sex for a year versus you just not having sex for a year because you're just not doing it for yourself. It's two completely different fucking things. So don't take that out. But fellas, your dignity is what makes you fucking attractive. When you are going on dates and shit like that, and you paying for dates, and you letting girls flake on you, and you letting girls run your ass through the mud, you letting people walk all over you, do whatever they want, you letting bitches break your hearts, you're adding bodies to yourself. You know how when women, they go out and they just catching bodies and whores and shit like that, and you don't want to get in no relationship with them? It's because they have no fucking dignity. They have no self-respect for themselves. It's the same way when you letting people flake on you, and you just dealing with any type of woman, and you just going by, if it say go left, if the wind going left, you going left. If the wind going right, you going right. Like, you have no type of boundaries. No, you just spineless. You added bodies to you. And now, anytime you're dealing with a woman, especially of a woman of quality, she's gonna see that you're a male hoe. Not in the sense of you sleeping with all that girls, but in the sense of you getting used by a lot of women, and she's gonna treat you as such, and she's not gonna be able to have any respect for you. And I hope that makes sense. Which goes to show that dignity is more important than almost anything for a man. Over your dead body. You should be like, over my dead body, I'm gonna let a bitch do me dirty, use me, anything, over your dead fucking body. For real. But this woman will always be done dirty, specifically. And this is more so for you as a man to never fall in this trap of thinking that a woman should beg for you, because then you're going to be you're susceptible to manipulation. Because if all a person has to do is cry and beg for you, all they got to do is, man, I'm about to cheat on my boyfriend, and then I'm going to just cry and beg him back, and then I'm going to just act like I'm going to die without him, and then his stupid ass going to take me back. And there's going to be a bigger ego burst and lower your self-esteem even more when you actually find out that this person is manipulating you. They're not really crying. They truly don't give a fuck about you. And when they're actually done with you, and then they just move on after doing all of that crying and shit, you're gonna feel like fucking dog shit. And she's gonna be, I'm sure she's one of these bitches that get on the internet screaming and saying, oh, niggas ain't shit, because she actually looks for guys that's not shit, so she can have some sort of power, because it makes her feel like she has some type of self-esteem. And then they do ain't shit, and then the cycle continues. So she looks for guys to overpower. She looks for guys to do her like dirt, just so they can beg her back and she can have power. You get what I'm saying? This is why, fellas, I'm telling you, do not be one of these guys that want somebody to beg for you back. Do not put your fucking, like, don't make it an ego thing. Don't put your ego into women. If you put your ego or any type of identity into women, you will fucking pay the consequences. You have to always know and understand that what she does and what she doesn't do has nothing to do with you. If she sleeps with you, it has everything to do with her. If she doesn't sleep with you, it has everything to do with her. If she cheats on you, it has everything to do with her. If she doesn't cheat on you, it has everything to do with her. Nothing the fuck to do with you as a person. Nothing. So why the fuck would you care what a woman does or what she doesn't do? Why would you care when a woman does or doesn't like you? Because it has nothing to do with you. But all in all, to wrap this shit up, fellas, keep your fucking dignity. Don't ever give a woman your balls. I know it seems like a good tactic, you know, but if a woman's love is tied directly to the respect that she has for you, and you know what I'm saying, you beg and plead and then get back with her and she got the leash, now she got the dog on the fucking leash, it's nothing you can do. And inevitably, down the road, your relationship is gonna go down the toilet and she's gonna get tired of you because you're not gonna have any power. You're not gonna be able to have any say-so. And then she's not gonna be able to feel your masculinity anymore. So she's inevitably gonna dump your ass and do you dirty. She gonna dump you and do you dirty. And then you gonna be left like this bitch with low self-esteem. With low self-esteem. Because you wanted to beg the bitch back and you showed her that you couldn't live without her. This is why you don't lie to females, fellas. Keep it real. If you a fucking cheater, man, tell bitches like, look, we're gonna be in a relationship, which I don't even advocate this shit, but if you should just be single, fellas, really. Like, I'm not even gonna say that shit. Just be single. Don't get in relationships. If you know you a cheater, don't fucking do it. Don't fucking do it. But I hope you guys got some great wisdom from this, man. If you stayed all the way to the end of the video, man, you the real MVP. I wish you guys nothing but wealth, health, happiness, and abundance, man. And this your boy Zay 2-Time, aka Zay DBE. And until next time, I'm out.
You live by the sword, you die by the sword. I probably die in the vocal booth, spitting.